Welcome back, everyone, to episode 13 of my Chrono Trigger extended look / complete playthrough. In the previous episode, we took on Magus, the big bad who supposedly had created Lavos. Took us 2 tries to kill him. The first time, unfortunately, we got wiped out, and Frog was trying his best to hold on and try to finish him off, but I ran into a problem where we didn't quite have enough healing items to overtake the amount of damage he was doing with his big bad spell, the whatever it was called, Dark Matter or something like that. But we did beat him on the second try. At the conclusion of the fight, Magus revealed that he is not the person who created Lavos. He was merely trying to summon Lavos. And of course, the way that he was going to do that was, apparently, he could generate a time gate. We got sucked into a big time gate and flung all the way back to 65 million BC, where we were awakened by Ayla, who apparently had found us. And there's something going on that we will learn a little bit more about during this episode. I think it has to do with the cowardly cave people of Laruba Village. And we are also trying to figure out what happened to Magus, because he was not at the same spot we were when we got teleported all the way back to 65 million BC. So we're going to see if we can track him down here. And that may not happen in this episode. I think this episode, what we may end up doing, if we don't make it to the big dungeon that we have to go through in this time, we may spend some time in this episode doing a little farming for supplies. It turns out, the first time we came to 65 million BC, there were some pieces of equipment that we could have gotten at that time if we were willing to run around and farm for the random drops that the enemies have and pick up a couple of items that we would not be able to get now, because now there are upgraded items that we can get. However, we didn't have access to the hunting grounds, as far as I know, in that first visit to 65 million BC. This time around, we do have access to the hunting grounds, which will make getting the items that we want much, much easier. And that's a good thing, because when you go through the hunting grounds, the enemies drop increased numbers of those particular items. It's like fangs, feathers, horns, whatever. We'll be able to get more of those and fairly quickly as a result of going to the hunting grounds. In addition, as I've mentioned before, there is a character named New, or Moo, that will pop up randomly on the hunting grounds, particularly when it rains. And if we do manage to get into a fight with him and survive, that's not a guarantee, it's a very tough fight against him, we can get a whole lot of supplies all at once, which will help us in getting the equipment we want very quickly. The main goal is to get the upgraded item for the 4 characters that we can pick up weapons for: Crono, Luca, Marley, and Robo. Frog cannot get a weapon better than the Masamune at this point in time. And then we will be able to get an upgraded helmet and armor. We'll probably try for 3 sets, so that the current party, whoever it is, will all have an upgraded helmet and armor, but maybe not the characters that are not active in the party. We can always swap that equipment later. Before we do that, however, we do have one thing that we want to do that I had neglected to take care of. We want to go all the way back to 1000 AD, which we can do fairly quickly. And we want to go back to Tabin. I don't think we picked up the helmet. I'll have to double check. There was a piece of equipment that he makes for Luca, and I don't think she has it. She does not. It is a helmet that is specific only to her. She's the only character who can use it, and it adds to her fire defense, kind of like the Tabin vest does. So we want to go back and get that. It's a free piece of equipment that's exclusive to Luca, and it's the best piece of equipment that she can use up to this point in time. So why wouldn't you get that? And it's all it takes is a trip home. Again, one of the things that I've never loved about this particular part of the game, and it's the same here as it is, we'll do lightning, whatever. We're going to the end of time. I'll get my health back real quick. Or magic points in this case. One of the things that I've never loved about the game in general, and specific to not only this time, but 600 AD, is the fact that to get to the portal, you have to go through an area with enemies that you cannot avoid. Kind of stinks. See, you got a horn and a petal just for fighting those enemies, but you only got one of each. In order to get the specialized equipment that we need... I know, I was going to avoid them. In order to get the specialized equipment, you absolutely need to go through multiple fights to get everything, because it costs 2 different particular drops to get one item. So we would need 3 horns and 3 petals to get 1 helmet or 1 set of armor, whatever the combination of items are for those 2 pieces of equipment. And because they give you 4 or 5 different item drops, it means you have to go through multiple combinations of enemies to get exactly the ones you need. For example, we got 1 horn out of that group. That was it. And I get it. They did that because they wanted to encourage you, while you were playing the game, to actually do some grinding. It's not something that you would normally avoid in RPGs because they force random encounters, so every time you step out of a town to go to a dungeon or another part of the map, you're going to get into a fight 5, 6, 7 times. Chrono Trigger is different because there are no random encounters. Everything is on screen. You see it, or there's a trigger point where you're always going to encounter a fight, so you know when you're going to have to fight something. No. Is it this one? We could use that, but that's not the one we want. We want Millennial Fair. I can figure out which one that is. Come on. Lean Square, there it is. Oh, crap. We might have to go back. I think Luca has to be in the party to get the helmet, so we'll have to swap her in real quick. Alright, I'll just take a second. Hit the note. Are you ready? Do it with me. Ha! And of course, the time gate ruined it. Oh, I gotta turn around. I love that they never at any point have to sit Frog down and explain to him what we're doing traveling through time. He's just along for the ride. He doesn't care. He's trying to kill Magus and protect his kingdom, and it's like, well, whatever weird stuff you guys are up to, just take me and don't scare me. Yes, I do. Doesn't matter. Just put him in for whoever. Put him in for Frog. I mean, logically speaking, I think her dad would be more impressed because, of course, in the world that they live in, monsters that can talk exist, so why would that be a surprise to her father? But robots that act autonomously, and not just a pre-programmed one like Gato Roboto, would probably be more impressive to her father. Not that it has anything to do with in the story, because I don't think at any point they have an interaction where she says, "Hey, look at this robot we found." She should. I mean, she should be walking around town trying to get credit for something she didn't actually make. Check out this thing I made, guys. Isn't it pretty sweet? Holy crap, Luca, you're the best. Can you make one for my sister's birthday? Yeah, sure. Goes forward in time. Destroys one of those R-Series robots that we had to fight earlier. Takes the scraps home, fixes them. Alright, here we go. Oh, you're just in time. There we go. It's my finest work. The ultimate defense for my daughter. Again, I don't remember how I was doing that voice. I think it was supposed to be like a carnival barker. Step right up and check out our brand new device. Alright. So she can use it, and it adds a ton to magic defense, which is wild because she already has probably the highest. Oh, Marley's a little bit higher. And I don't think anyone else can use it. Nope, it's exclusive to Luca, so we'll go ahead and give that to her. Why not? Throw on the tape and vest as well. You lose some defense in the process. Ugh, a lot of defense. But it also means the mist robe is available to someone who's actually going to be in the party, which is not Luca. Not for the time being. And of course, whenever you do these party swaps, if you don't have adequate equipment to give everyone the best possible equipment, you should go through the inventories at least once before you start fighting, just to make sure they're not at a serious disadvantage. And the reality is, we went from 65 million BC right into the fight with Magus, or the Magus's lair, without picking up any of the equipment, because in my stupid brain, I thought to myself, well, they don't really give you an opportunity to farm for any of the petals or flowers or whatever that you need in 65 million BC without grinding to fight enemies. So maybe they just want you to come back when the training grounds are open. And that's not the case. You can actually get some of that stuff. But yes, it does require grinding. It's alright, we only took 2 tries to beat Magus. That's actually pretty good. I love that I keep calling it Old English, but I guess it would be more Middle English. His Middle English is kind of spotty. Sometimes he does it, sometimes he just speaks like a normal person. They tried. And by they, I mean Ted Woolsey. And then whoever did the second translation. Still has the best music in the game. And we talked about it in episode 9, I think, about the fact that I love that the trope of the one destined hero who is going to save the world, it's not even the main character. It's Frog. He's part of the party, certainly, but you know, Crono is the character you play as, and he's, you know, just like everyone else. He's just part of the group. Now, sure, you guide him 90% of the game, but he's not really the primary focus. I mean, he's the catalyst to get everything happening, but all the other characters really experience story. He's just kind of there. And they did that for a reason, and I'm sure we'll go into it when we do the review for the game. It's the... I'm trying to think of how to phrase it. The neutral face. I mean, obviously, the term that applies most directly to this character is a silent protagonist, but also it's the neutral face, or the neutral state, or however you refer to it, where, for example, why Neo and Luke Skywalker worked so well is they weren't terribly dynamic facially. They were pretty average. I mean, they were both good-looking guys, but not like heartthrob status characters or actors. And the reason for that is it allows, you know, the person who, and also not a lot of flaws on their faces, it allows the audience to kind of project themselves into the character. And that's the whole point of the silent protagonist. If there isn't a voice of the character, there isn't an expression of attitude or emotions or thoughts on complex issues. That way, the audience, no matter who it is, can put themselves in the shoes of that protagonist. And it comes with its pluses, but also its minuses. And the minus is the character that is leading the party and supposedly guiding them and making all the tough decisions doesn't have a personality. That kind of stinks. I wanted to go back and get some health real quick. We do want to go into that hut. That hut is where we will buy the equipment that we need for the party. And here we go. Sleep on any of them? Yes, I can. I like that frog curls up like he's a dog. He's not a dog, he's a frog. Alright, item. Let's organize and see what the petals are. Alright, there we go. So we have plenty of fangs. Or, well, we have a ton of petals, but we have so-so fangs, so-so horns, and almost no feathers. And feathers are probably the key item that you need for everything, so let's see what we need to get the optimal equipment. 3 helmets, 3 body armor, and then 1 of each weapon that we need. I think that the focus should be... God, I hate saying this because I'm going to regret it. It probably should be on the armor first because it's interchangeable. Anyone can equip it. The weapons, I think, would be a secondary. All right, so. Oh, that don't even tell me. All right, well, let's do petals. And fangs? No, not yet. Yes. All right. Well, let's see what the other ones are. So, petals and horns? No, not yet. That's the problem. I don't think we have what we need to get the armor first. That's 3 each, right? Yeah, so I can't do that. All right, let's do fangs and horns and see what it gives me. Yeah, okay. Well, what we'll have to do then is we'll have to do the weapons first, and then we'll come back and get the armor later. All right, so we got the sword. Let's go ahead and do the bow and the gun, which is funny because neither of those characters are in the party. And I have no idea what we'll need to do in order to get the item for Robo. Which stinks because it means it involves the feathers. Unless you can give... Well, wait, there is one other thing. Maybe I just give him petals and petals. Alright, petals and... petals? No, okay, yeah, it's two different ones. Alright, so we are all done for that. Unfortunately, the only person who gets a benefit right now would be Crono because he's in the party. But we'll give everyone else the weapons they need. Oh! Oh, look at that upgrade. Oh, that's nice. I just messed myself. That was such a high upgrade. Oh! Alright, well, that was all we could do. We can't help out poor Robo. He's gonna lag behind, but he's got good defense. Well, good-ish defense. Actually, he could probably use some upgrades there. We don't only have the one Dark Mail. Gold Helm, Rock Helm. Why do you need Rock Helm? You put on Iron Helm. Give him Rock Helm. And you get Gold Helm. There we go. Okay, that's a little more equitable. We're spreading stuff out, you know what I mean? Alright, so let's... Yeah, silver earring. Okay. Yeah. I think that's good. Let's see what we can buy in items. I think last time we might have bought some. It's been a week or so since I played this last, so I'm not 100%. Oh, there we go. Well, this tells me I need petals and feathers to get the magma hand. And then fang and feather and horn and feather. So, yeah, everything is balanced on getting those goddamn feathers. Yeah, nothing I can do about that now. Let's trade my shiny stone. Yeah, I did. I topped out. I'll tell you what. Ah, screw it. Just go all the way. Go playing around. Get the items we need. I don't want to ever have to worry about getting health back ever again. Although, you know, eventually magic is going to become the way to get health back. I don't think there is a high tonic in this game. I don't remember there being a high tonic. Alright, let's go to meeting site just in case they went there. I don't think that's where they went. Well, some people are here. Trader has new weapons. Go see. Yeah, well, now I find out. Chief, look for Luruba Village in Northwood. Chief, okay? Northwood burning. Oh. Northwood okay, we got it, guys. Okay. Yeah, so they're basically just saying they went to Laruba, go up north to Laruba and find out, well, things are not going so well, because this wasn't like this before. Where the hell are the hunting grounds? That's what I really need. Maybe this way? It might be this way. Yep, there we go. All right. I don't want to do Laruba yet. Problem is, if we do Laruba, I think we have to have Ayla in the party. And Ayla is probably going to be over-leveled, so we want to get levels for the characters that are currently in the party. Yeah, we'll fight you. Whatever. And again, we really, really want to run around and look for the Moo or new character when it starts to rain. See how much we can do. Just physical. Not bad. Oh, you're dead. See ya. And you're dead. Quick and easy. I like that they were all different, and if... Ah, there we go. I was about to say, and we didn't get what we needed, but we did. Now, we may have... And I think this is where you find one of the news. There's a couple of guaranteed spawn points for new on the map. And you want to check them as fast as you can when it starts raining. In fact, I would say start here. And it'll just randomly start raining at some point while you're there he is! Oh, that was almost too easy. We better save. Just in case. I think our best odds are physical. Just go hammer on him. Look at that. Just beat his ass. And it is new. And watch my health go down to nothing. Yeah. That's the danger of this fight. Is he does a headbutt that wipes you out. Got him! Alright, and our reward, and this is why it's important, 30 tech points for that fight. And... you strong. Here, take. 3 of each of the items that we need. And a third eye item. I don't remember what that gives us, but we can find out real quick. I think it's an accessory. And let's see what it does. 2 times evasion. So whoever has the worst evasion would benefit from that pretty greatly. It's between Marley and Robo. Robo might benefit from that. Let's give him the third eye for the time being. And we will burn a mid-tonic or 2. And a couple of these. So that's the value of fighting those guys. We got it, and let's say you don't even need the items, the petals and feathers and horns. The tech points alone will allow you to just supercharge your character's tech abilities, because you get tons of tech points every time you fight those guys. I don't think there is anything else here. It's just fighting. Let's do slash. I think that'll kill both of them. Yeah, it did. Let's say you come here looking for other things besides the droppable items that you need for trading. I don't think there's any items that you can find here. We can double check and just check the whole grounds. I think it's just fights against those guys and the new, and that's it. Oh, I thought there was way over here. I think it's here. There it is. They hide a bunch of paths all around this area. Oh. Let's see if we can find them. It's not going to be this way. It's always in an open area. And the rain doesn't last, so you gotta move. I don't think we're going to find him. I see he's up here. Nope. Yeah, we missed it. Alright, there's one more down here that we could go after. There he is. Now, I don't think there's any nice way to put it. That does kind of look like on the backside of that frog character. It kind of looks like a butthole, doesn't it? I mean, it does, right? It's a big opening. Dead, dead, dead. Got the feathers. Alright. Let's see if we can find some more enemies to fight. There we go. Really, we just need the feathers. I mean, yes, we need all the other stuff as well, but the feathers were where we were really lacking. Kind of do one pass around the area to kill all the enemies once, and then what I may do is I may go ahead and farm for the remaining items that we need off camera, and we'll come back to it once I have finished farming for them. So that we can pick up the equipment we need, follow through the storyline that we need to follow in order to advance to the next major dungeon of the game. So if that was everyone, yeah. All right, so what we're going to do is I'll go ahead and cut away here and do a little off-camera farming. When I come back, let's see if we can catch the new! No idea where he's going to spawn. We may only be able to do it the one time per entry into the hunting grounds, and then you're expected to leave. Yeah, I think that's what it is. So yeah, we'll go ahead and stop here, and when I come back, I'll have hopefully enough items that we can go ahead and pick up all the equipment we need for the party and continue with the story. All right, and we are back. I have gotten all of the necessary supplies to get the items that we needed to pick up, and because it is a kind of a tedious act trying to go through and buy all the equipment, I went ahead and did that off camera as well. So now everyone has the items they could get if it was weapons, as well as the armor that we can use to upgrade everybody. First things first, give Robo that big upgrade. Ooh, a lot of damage with that one. It looks like he also got a Doom Finger while we were wandering around in Magus's lair, but we never put it on. Whatever, not a huge deal. He already had a Rock Helm, and we can upgrade him with a Ruby Vest, so now he is just a beast. Is a unit. Rock Helm for you. Ruby Vest versus Dark Mail. Let's put on Ruby Vest and see if there's a... Ruby Vest does half fire damage. Dark Mail gives better across-the-board protection from magic. We're gonna leave that. Let's see who needs it more between Robo... Dang it. Alright, Robo could use it probably more than anybody. Dark Mail. And then we'll go ahead and put the Ruby Vest on you, yes. And go ahead and give you Rock Helm as well as a Ruby Vest. You already had that. So, Aeon Blade, Magma Hand. They already have their guns, and we can upgrade their equipment if they need it. Yes, and... No. Mist Robe is better. And she probably can upgrade with the Ruby Vest, but the Tabin Helm's the best she can get right now. Yeah. So we'll do... Oh, she's got a Mist Robe as well. Tell you what, we'll go with the Ruby Vest, because it's a better choice than the Tabin Vest at this point, even though you lose speed. And I think the Fire Guard is only 25%. The reason for that is I think we're going to be forced to bring Ayla into the next major encounter, so... It only makes sense to leave a Mist Robe available for her if she can put it on, and I think she can as a female character. Alright, we've done all the upgrades we need to do. I'm gonna step outside here and save, and then we'll head to Laruba Village to find out what happened. Okay. Our in-game save. I know it seems redundant to save in-game and then do a save state, but the reason why we need to do that is, let's say, for some crazy reason, I lose a fight that I shouldn't lose, and I haven't done a save state in a very long time. it's going to send us back to the last save. So we absolutely want to be saving in-game while we're doing this in case I don't do a save state when I really should have. Like right now. Like, oh. Like right now. There we go. All right. Let's go find out what Ayla's up to. Oh, it's the music from 2300 AD. Reptites take Kino. Reptites hurt all who fight. What do now? No, kid. Reptites follow Ayla. Ayla bad luck. Those who fight, killed. You disobey, so Reptites mad. How did I disobey at all? I wasn't involved.
Ayla, this your fault. Look at mess. Reptites followed you, so village now ruined.
Ayla feel bad.
Reptites strong. They live long time before us. They smart, so we hide. But Ayla say fight together. Ayla still fight.
Ayla fight while alive, win and live, lose and die. Rule of life, no change rule. Old man breathe, but dead on inside.
Ayla, you strong, can make big talk. We have no power.
No, have power. We fight, gain more power. Ayla help you, but need Dactyl. Give Dactyl.
Need Dactyl? Go to Tyranno Lair? That Reptite's place. Dangerous. Ayla want die?
Want to live, so go there. Ayla be okay. Give Dactyl.
Okay, go to Dactyl's nest and Keeper will help. Careful, Ayla.
Thank you, old man.
She gone. Hey, what up?
You take care, Ayla.
Okay. Burnt village, huh? Well, see you later. I'm a monster. I just left him behind. All right, so we have to go to Dactyl Nest. Dactyl Nest is where we're going to get the first of our flying mounts. Not the only one, but the first. We are going to fight them because it's the first time through. Next time, maybe we don't fight them. All right, let's see if physicals are going to work. Probably. Oh, I should have healed. Whatever. Characters all have relatively good health, but I definitely wanted to get some magic back for Crono after farming. Can beat up the Poho-ho! Give him a little lightning? Nah, didn't really do it. The physicals might. And I think at this point in the game, the dropped items really don't have any value left to us because we're not going to come back here a third time in the game for any story-centric elements. This is the major fight that we're going to have here. I think we only ever come back here for one very specific purpose, and I don't think there's a single fight there for it. All right, let's do this. Let's just fight him. See what we can do with fighting. Oh! You dick. Quit dropping me. Good enough. Oh, I forgot to mention, While I was doing some off-camera grinding, Frog gained a new ability. He gained the Leap Slash ability, which we'll go ahead and pull up real quick. This move here. And in the process, we gained the final of the dual text between Crono and Frog. And I can't remember what this does, but given the amount of power you use, I would assume it involves a lightning attack from Crono. But I'm not 100%. The easy way to find out would be to actually use it. Got a mid-ether. And got a fight. Not yet. Want that mid-tonic. There we go. Let's have Robo do a rocket roll and then see if we can't hit everyone. So, attack 1, attack 2, rocket roll everybody. Not rocket roll. What are you doing? Laser spin, rather. And I can't help but equate. Oh man, look at that. No damage whatsoever. That's not good. Alright, well, let's just do physicals. They're the only ones that are working. Against Baho-Ho. Uh-oh. Owie! Eh, not that bad. The benefit of using a Ruby Vest at this point in the game. We can, if we get in one more fight, I'll use the Spire attack just to see what it does. I think it's a one enemy attack. The moves that Frog and Crono do together usually are single enemy attacks. There we go. One on bottom looks like I scared the shit out of him. Ah! Alright, Spire. Yeah, single hit. That's what I figured. Let's see what it does. Owie! Oh, look at that! Zap. He dead. That is a very expensive move. Good lord. That was 8 from Crono and 4 from Frog. Alright, well, let's get you into the action. Do a Leap Slash against the big boy. Yeah. Big hit. Just do physicals to get rid of the rock. I do not want to smell what this rock is cooking. So yeah, when you're going for big single enemy hits, Crono and Frog are probably the best combo in the game. Ayla has some pretty decent single enemy hits as well, but she also has some moves that hit more than one enemy. In particular with Crono. Crono always seems to be the one that has the great physical attacks in this game, if they're in combo with other people. Yeah, why not? Just to see what we're gonna get out of it. Not much. So it looks like the big ape is not intimidated by lightning attacks. Get out of here. Get out of here. Interesting. They have two different names for the character. Maybe it's after you unlock the open mouth version of the schist enemy, it becomes Pahoho. Or maybe they screwed up the translation on one of them. Mesomail. Let's see who can benefit from the Mesomail. Everyone can. You lose your fire defense, but it is definitely a better physical defense item. We're going to give that to Frog. Because he definitely could use the boost over the other two. Okay. And yeah, Let's see what we can do for health. Use these to top off everyone. There we go. I don't think we have much further to go. This isn't a huge area. I think it's literally on the next screen up. Which, yeah, I didn't think we were getting there just yet. 2 more Bird Kings, according to the name. Avian Rex, Bird King. You were standing right next to him. You had to run in a circle to hit him. Ow! We did it! I don't think anyone is anywhere near getting another ability anytime soon, but we could check real quick. Alright, so he can learn how to revive people at 195. 317, he's a long way off from that one. Heal Beam, 195. So the same amount between you and life for Crono. So Robo, I think Heal Beam hits everybody. And, yep, there we go. She's doing her sun salutation, and hey, there's a weird little sparkly red dot in the sky there. Don't recall seeing that before.
Crono.
Oh, I gotta remember how I did this. Problem with taking extended periods off is I forget how to do the accents. Thou goest forth alone? I know not thine quest, but a comrade of Kronos is also mine. I will not allow thee to meet thy demise alone.
No, Tyrannola are dangerous. Maybe all perish.
You desire to perish? I refuseth to be party to yet another demise. Let us proceed, Crono.
Ayla have strong friends.
And of course, it has to be Frog that's doing all the speaking because, I mean, the robot really doesn't have a whole lot to add here.
Let us proceed to the Tyranno layer.
Haha! We got 3, which means one of you is getting out of the party. I hate to say it, but the short man, or the short straw is going to be drawn by Robo in this case. Sorry, buddy. I like you, but Frog is going to be far more useful in the upcoming fight. Alright, and I think we're good. Yeah, we could change equipment later. I love that the game lets you change party here, but nowhere else in the game. Can't do it. Except maybe the overworld. I'll have to double check that. Hearing weird twinkling sounds. Hey, cutscene. And again, because the party's not fixed, the only 2 people you'll get to see here is Ayla and Crono, who are required to be in the party. I know what we're doing! And the third one you don't see anybody on because they didn't want to guess who the party member would be. The problem with doing cutscenes in this game where the parties are not fixed at any given time. Alright, we have our first flying mount of the game. Now here's the good news. We can go anywhere we want. We don't have to go right to the Tyranno layer, and I think we can peek around a little bit to see other things that we could not access before. In particular, go this way. important thing that we need to see at some point here, but we won't be able to use just at this point in the game. Right here. And the dactyls, as they call them, stay there for a while. So this is the Sun Keep, where there is a point that has sunlight shining down on it basically at all times. Nothing we can do with it just yet. But important to keep in mind. At some point, we're going to get an item that we can put there to absorb the sun's energy over a very, very, very long period of time, which we will definitely want. If we wanted to go back to the area we came from before, we can go there. Unfortunately, this area of the game was not quite as robust as some other areas of the game. You can see there's a whole lot of land here that we cannot do anything on. We can't land in any of this. There's nothing to do here. The only place that we can actually go to is right here. Before we do that, we're going to go back to the village and get some health. And also, I want to check Ayla's equipment, see if she needs anything. Let's go inside first. Chief set, always good for a quick heal. I think instead of stringing it out, we will start the next major dungeon, but we're not going to make it too far in. We only have about 10, 15 minutes. All right, let's take a quick peek at what Ayla has equipped. She might have the best equipment possible at this point. It's not outrageous to think that's the case, and look at that. The best she can add might be the Mesomail or the Mistrobe. Hey, look at that. Mistrobe does it. And nothing else there. She has a Power Scarf versus... what does that add? Power 4. Ooh. She is a physical fighter. Let's give that to her. And she's faster than anybody. She's faster than Crono. We've been feeding him speed tabs the whole game. She's faster. She is a brute. And that is a good thing. We like that. Like that a lot. She does not have magic. Now, we're going to do what, tell you what, we'll go ahead and do this now because we could wait, but I think at the end of this area, did I already sleep? I don't think I did. Well, maybe I did. Yes, I already slept. Before we go into the dungeon in this area, there's one thing we want to do because I think at the end of this one, we get thrown into another point in time where we won't be able to go anywhere other than that time for a set part of the story. So we want to do this while we have a chance. We're going to go back to the end of time, and we're going to introduce Ayla to Specchio. Let's get in a fight real quick and see if we can't get Ayla not only some new techs, but also have her learn some dual techs between me and... Crono and Frog. Yeah, see, she doesn't have a lot of moves yet. Let's just do some physical attacks. I think they're all weak to physical anyway. Yeah, look at that. Big hit. 400 damage with a physical hit. Even Frog, he can't do that. Yeah. Frog's tough, but he's not going to be able to hang with Ayla. Ayla is always going to be the brute in this game. There is no one who can hang with her in terms of physical damage. Not even Crono. Slurp Kiss, Bubble Hit. That was it. So she learned 2 dual techs with Frog. We can also throw in a couple of other characters if we want to just give her some quick abilities, dual techs to learn. Where she really needs to play catch-up is she does not have many tech points. She hasn't been in the party very long, so she does not have a ton of stuff she can do. I don't think any of those are going to hit multiple enemies. Really need her to get some moves in combo with Crono. Oh, no. I wanted to hit the guys on top. There we go. No joke, when I get to the end of the game, more often than not, in the final battle, I'll take these 3. Are they the best? No. but I like using them. I like having characters who don't rely purely on magic attacks to do all their damage. These characters have some incredible magic attacks, but they also have incredible high power and can do a lot of damage just using a standard attack. Same thing with whenever I play Final Fantasy VI. I tend to use characters that are good at physical combat that don't require magic points to do all their work. Now, when we did the long play for Final Fantasy VI, I didn't actually use those. We'll do lightning just to get rid of them. I think I kept a pretty balanced group of characters for all three of the teams that went into the final dungeon of Final Fantasy VI. That way, if one character's tactic didn't work on an enemy, we had someone else who could do something different. It's been a couple of months, but I believe the way that worked out was there was always one physical bruiser, there's always one mage, there was one utility character that could fight using other means, and then one dragoon type character that was doing jumping because we used Mog, Edgar, and Shadow as our jumpers in that game. Alright, let's go back to... we'll heal. Let's run in here. This is a terrible group to do this with, but there was something else that we can experience, I think, at this point. Yeah. So every 20 levels of character progression in the game, Specchio changes. His body actually becomes a different form that's stronger and can do more damage when he hits you. We can try this fight, but there is a very high likelihood we're going to lose because you're going to have much higher success at the high end of that level group. So now, instead of a chicken, he is an ogre character. If we win, we can get, I think, a tab set, just like we did the last time, maybe some ethers. But we're also using characters that don't have a ton of great magic attacks, so he's probably going to truck us. But we'll go ahead and talk to him because Ayla has not met with Specchio yet.
All right! Sweetheart, unfortunately, you were born before magic existed. But since you seem to have other skills, that will get you by.
Well, whatever he was trying to say.
Aye, looking for some practice? All right!
I love voicing Specchio. It's so much fun. Unfortunately, because she doesn't have magic, she's not going to help in this fight. Yeah, see, she's just going to get hurt. If we had... Now we could try Bubble Hit, but I don't think this is going to do anything. I think it's a physical attack. Lightning 2 is probably his best option, unless he has a magic spell that he can do in combo with someone else, and he doesn't really. Maybe with Frog? Yeah, see, nothing. Doesn't even hit. We'll try that. We'll try Frog and Crono doing the Spire attack against him. Might work. And use Ayla to do healing. That's really all she's going to be good for at this point. Kiss. Frog. And then have these two Spire. Next hit, he's done. Next hit, Ayla's done. We're too early, level-wise, to really do this combat against him. Well, he's spreading it out, so I guess that's a plus in our case. Ayla, use Kiss, and you're dead. Alright, we'll try one more time with Frog and Crono with the Spire attack, and that'll probably be the end of it. Oh, Crono, survive! Oh, we're good. Aha! Ruby vested the save. And now he's dead. Oh! Oh, come on, do Spire. Spire, 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 Spire. I don't think this is going to be it, but if it is... Come on! Oh, it's over. We're dead. He's going to kill Crono. Yeah, sorry, buddy. Now Frog can try one magic attack, but he probably won't even get it off. Yep, he's dead. And dead. Yeah, this is just too tough. We have to come back like when we're in the level 30, 35 range.
I win.
Yeah, we're not fighting again. Definitely want to come back to the pot and get some health because I think we all are at like 1. No, okay. He gives you your health back. Cool, whatever. We'll do it anyway. Yoink. For the benefit of the next area, I think what we're going to do, just to keep Crono useful as a character who's going to be doing a lot of magic, because he's the real strong fighter in that regard right now, the magic user. We're going to give him the silver stud, which currently Luca has. We're on a sight scope for her. And give him the silver stud. And I think we're going to stick with what we have here. The third eye would have been nice to put on, probably... Good lord. You know, just for the fun of it, we might throw it on Ayla. And give, what's your, speed belt? Yeah, let's do that. With the third eye on her, she's going to be basically impossible to hit. That's kind of funny. I like that. 60 evasion. Enemies are going to miss her. She's just not going to take a hit. I don't know what the math is on this. I don't know if each point counts for exactly 1% evasion. But even if it was, 60% of the time, the enemy's going to miss. Which means 60% of the time, it works every time. That doesn't make sense. Well, I didn't want to string the episode out to avoid going into the Tyranno lair, but it looks like that's how things worked out anyway. We needed to go back to introduce her to Specchio so that the game just does nothing. She can't learn magic. She's too primitive. It doesn't really explain how everyone else can learn magic, but, you know, video games, whatever. Don't think about it. I think she does all single-hit attacks against enemies. She doesn't have a lot of multi-attack moves until she gets dual attacks. So, well, I was talking about it. Let's go ahead and get him into action using his magic, since he is the mage of the group for this run right now. And again, one of the more bizarre decisions that they made in the game is the fact that dinosaurs, for some reason, have a weakness to lightning. Again, I think the critical error they made there is what, quote-unquote, ended the age of dinosaurs, and it was the cooling of the planet, the Ice Age. So shouldn't they be weak to ice attacks? But whatever, they made their characters the way they made them, and there's nothing we can do about it. They did it, obviously, because Crono's in the party no matter what. We don't have to fight those guys. We don't have to fight those guys. Let's just get moving. Alright, back to the village, get some health. We'll park outside of the Tyranno lair, and we'll go ahead and call this an episode. If we go in and talk to the villagers in those huts, I think they might have something to say regarding the uncovering of Laruba village, but it's not that critical. Yes. Important to note, all the characters side sleepers. Why is that important? I don't know. Use your imagination. All right, let's go ahead and park here and go ahead and wrap this one up. So we found ourselves back in 65 million BC. We went and tracked down Ayla, who found out that the Reptites attacked the village of Laruba. How did they know where Laruba village was? Who knows? Doesn't matter. The chief of Laruba village blamed Ayla because apparently she's too hostile and their cowardly ways were the preferred way of doing things. She chastises him for being, a big and says, hey, we need the dactyls so that we can go fight the Reptites in their home lair, Tyranno lair, which we're outside of right now. The chief gave her the okay and said that he'd tell his people to let her in, basically, to get to the dactyls. We have our flying mount. We have Ayla in the party, so we're ready to go take on Azala and the Reptites in their big castle on the cliff. That's going to do it for episode 13 of my Chrono Trigger extended look / complete playthrough. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.